Hey guys, let's take a look at area of composite figures today. A composite figure is made up of two or more shapes. We can find the area of a composite figure by adding or subtracting the area of each shape. So first of all, we're going to look at these 2D figures and talk about the different shapes that they are composed of. First of all, the stop sign, we can separate it here. We have a rectangle and two trapezoids. Trapezoid there and a trapezoid here. And then we also have a rectangle down here. So when you look at a shape, you just got to think about what it is. Okay, look at the lamp. First of all, we have a trapezoid right here. Here we have a rectangle. And down here we have another trapezoid. Okay, and when we look at this door, it's made up of several different rectangles. Okay, the whole door is a rectangle, but also each panel is a rectangle. So we've got lots of rectangles in that doorway. Okay, let me try to focus a little better, see if that'll work. Okay, so let's take a look at using those areas, those figures, and use an area to try to find the area of these. Okay, so when we look at this right here, we can break it apart into a triangle here and a rectangle here. It says from here to here is 12 feet, and from here to here is 8. So if we take our line, divide it between our triangle and our rectangle, go right here, we've got from here to here, we've got 12 for the whole thing, minus the 8 from this part is going to be the 4. Okay, and then the base of the triangle is the same as the base of the rectangle. So let's look at doing this. So first of all, let's find the area of the triangle. So we can use area equals base times height divided by 2. Okay, so now we're going to put in our values. Area equals our base, which is 9 and 4/10. I'm sorry, 9 times 4, because we've got our 9 here, times our 4 for our height, divided by 2. Okay, 9 times 4 is 36. And 36 divided by 2 is 18 feet squared, because we're talking about feet up here. Okay, for the rectangle, okay, which is this shape right here, we've got area equals base times height. So then we've got our area equals our 9 feet times our 12 feet. Okay, and 9 times 12, whoops, it's not 9 times 12, because the height is only the 8 feet right here. So it's 9 times 8. And 9 times 8 is 72 feet. I guess it'd help if I could write today. 72 feet squared. Okay. And then for the total area of the two, we're going to add that together. So we've got 18 feet squared plus 72 feet squared. And that equals a total of 90 feet squared. Okay, 90 feet squared. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. Again, this one's going to divide into a rectangle and a triangle. Okay, so first of all, let's look at our triangle. And the formula for triangle is area equals base times height divided by 2. So area equals the base, which is 15 meters for our triangle right here, because it's the same as this one, times the height, which is our 5 meters, divided by 2. Okay, and 15 times 5 is 75. Meters times meters is meters squared, divided by 2. And that area is 37, because if we divide 75 by 2, it's 37 and 5/10 meters squared. Okay, so let's look at shape 2, which is our rectangle on the bottom. Okay, we've got area equals base times height. So we've got area equals 15 meters times our 9 meters, which is our height right here. And 15 times 9 is 135. And meters times meters is meters squared. And now we need to add that together. We've got 37 and 5/10 meters squared plus 135 meters squared equals 172 and 5/10 meters squared for the total area on that one. Whoops, sorry. 172 and 5/10 meters squared for the area on that one. Okay, so let's take a look now at the back. Okay, a composite figure also includes overlapping shapes. Okay, if we describe the process for finding the area of the shaded region over here, first we're going to find the area of the large rectangle on the outside, and then the area of the parallelogram on the inside. Then you're going to subtract the area of the rectangle minus the area of the parallelogram will give you the area of the shaded part. Okay, so let's practice finding an area down here on these figures. Okay, so on the first one, we have a trapezoid and a rectangle, and we want to know the area of the shaded region. So that's just this part right here. So first of all, we need to find the area of the trapezoid. Okay, and we're going to use our formula. Area equals 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times, not 8, times the height, which will be 8, but in this case we need h right here. Okay, so we've got 1/2 times base 1 is right here, that's 15 inches, plus base 2, which is up here, so that's our 10 inches, times the height, which is our 8 inches right here. Okay, so we've got 1/2 times 15 plus 10 is 25 inches times 8 inches. 1/2 times 25 is 12 and 5/10. And that times our 8 inches is 100 inches times inches is inches square. Okay, so then we've got the area of the rectangle. So we're going to use area equals base times height. Our base is 7 inches times our height is 5 inches. 7 times 5 is 35. Inches times inches is inches squared. And then we're going to take the 2 and we're going to take this one, the 100 inches squared, minus this one because we're just wanting the shaded part. So we're taking out the rectangle. So that is 35 inches squared. And when we subtract those two, we get 65 inches squared. Okay, 65 inches squared. Okay, so let's take a look at number 2. Number 2 says a patio is being landscaped with trees and shrubs. How many square feet of landscaping will be around the patio? Okay, first of all, we've got 2 rectangles here that are overlapping. And guys, if you take note, these 2 rectangles are the same, 14 feet and 8 feet, 14 feet and 8 feet. So first of all, let's find the area of the rectangle. Area equals base times height. And we've got our 14 feet times our 8 feet. Okay, 14 times 8 is 112. Feet times feet is feet squared. And like I said, these are the same, so we can take that and we can multiply it by 2 because there's 2 of them. And now we have 224 feet squared. okay? Because both of these rectangles are the same, okay? Now we need to find the area of the rectangle right here because we're just landscaping what's around that patio. Now, that's where we don't have our measurements, but we really do because we know that from here to here is 8 feet and from here to here is 3. So that means from here to here is 8, here to here is 3. So that's going to make this 5 feet right here because 3 plus 5 is 8, okay? We know from here we know from here to here is 14, and from here to here is 3. So from here to here is 14, here to here is 3. So that's going to make this part 11 feet. Okay, so let's find that. Area equals base times height equals 11 feet. And that's not 11 feet squared right there. 11 feet times 5 feet. And 11 times 5 is 55 feet times feet is feet squared. And now we're going to subtract these two. So we've got our 224 feet squared minus our 55 feet squared equals 169 feet squared. Okay, so there's our total on that one. Okay, so this is step 1, step 2, step 3. Here, step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, so now let's look down here at the next two. Okay, a composite figure is created using a square and a triangle. What is the area of the figure? Okay, the area of the square, part 1, is base times height. And on a square, we know that all sides are equal, so that's 12 inches times 12 inches, which equals 144. Inches times inches is inches squared. Okay, the triangle we need to find, and this is step 2, and we're going to use area equals base times height divided by 2. Okay, base times height divided by 2. Okay, so that means our base of our triangle, okay, if we look right here, the whole thing across says it's 21. But we know from here to here is 12. So 21 minus 12 is going to be 11. Okay, so 21 minus, no it's not. 21 minus 12 is going to be 9 for our base. So this is 9 inches, okay? So 9 inches times our height, which is our 12 inches, okay? And we're going to divide that by 2, okay? So 9 times 12 is 108. Inches times inches is inches squared divided by 2, and 108 divided by 2 is 54 inches squared. Okay, so now we're going to add these two together. So we've got 144 inches squared, and this is step 3, plus 54 inches squared equals 198 inches squared. And there's our total for that one. Okay. Whoops, you can't see it all. There you go. Okay. So let's take a look at number 4. Find the area of the shaded region. Okay, here we have a square with a triangle inside of it. Okay, so for our square, we're going to use area equals base times height. And again, a square means they're all the same. So we've got 9 meters times 9 meters equals 80, 9 meters times 9 meters. And 9 meters times 9 meters does equal 81. 81 meters times meters is meters squared. Okay, so that's the area of our square. And now we've got to find the area of the triangle. So we're going to use area equals base times height divided by 2. So we've got 9 meters for the base. And guys, believe it or not, it's 9 meters for the height because it's the same height as the square. So 9 meters times 9 meters divided by 2. That's 81 meters squared divided by 2, which is 40 and 5/10 meters squared. Okay, so now we're going to take this one. This was step 1. Step 2. Step 3 is we're going to take our 81 meters squared and we're going to subtract our 40 and 5/10 meters squared, and we're going to get 40 and 5/10 meters squared for our answer right there. Okay? Okay, again, please reach out to Ms. Ballard and I if you have any questions.